What's up, guys? This is your Commissioner Drew Sherrick here of Purple, and I hope you guys are enjoying your near the end of the school year with finals and all that, and hope your summer's all going to go great. But I have decided that I will conduct the draw for the group state, or the draw for the groups, and also the draft order today at this very moment. So, as you can see in my hand, I have 9 cards of all the same size, so don't at me when it comes to fixing, all right, Mike? Mike, don't at me, all right? I'm a fair commissioner. So as you can see, I've all these cards with names on them, and everybody, yep. All right, and so I'm going to fold these up into fourths and put them into this Amazon box and draw them up one at a time, and that will determine the groups. So, before we get to the draw, though, I do want to make an announcement, though, and we are going to do half PPR for this upcoming year to kind of level the playing field for both running backs and wide receivers. So keep that in mind, and also we will have 2 wild cards this year. So like modern baseball in like American or National League, 3 division winners and 2 wild cards to play into the proper playoffs. And we'll have, and right after the regular season, it will be a 2-week affair between the 2 wildcard winners, and division winners, therefore, will have a 2-week bye. So it's a bonus now this year for if you win your division, you can relax and do other stuff in your free time and that, more so than you would on a fantasy week. All right, now it is time to get to the group draw. So as you can see here, I have my Amazon box with all the names inside here. I'm shuffling them all up, and we are going to do this. First draw now will be in Group A, second draw in Group B, third draw in Group C, and so on until we complete the groups, the three groups of 3. So here we go. Out of the Amazon box, first player to be drawn out and playing in Group A will be It'll be Reed Reynolds, the man who finished runner-up to Grant Brady last season in that very tough Group B. He will be now in Group A this year. Now, Group B, first player to be in Group B will be Chris Archer, the runner-up and scoring champion from last season, then the division winner in Group C, which was my group. He was very tough competition, and he rightfully got that divisional crown. He had some really good players on his roster, including, of course, the MVP, Patrick Mahomes, and also the likes of Keenan Allen. So, now, here we go. First player in Group C will be Ian Rice. Ian Rice will be the first player in Group C, and he was obviously in that same division with Reed Reynolds from last year, that very dangerous group of death in Group B last year with Reed and Grant. Now, here's where it gets interesting. Second player to join Reed Reynolds in Group A is Julian Lamb. Julian Lamb, the third place, who finished bottom of Group C. He will be with Reed Reynolds in Group A. See if he can improve on from last year. He had a rough season last year. Kind of had to give up some stuff with Michael Sherliff in a key trade that led to Michael's reign. Second player in Group B is going to be with Chris Archer. It'll be none other than myself again. I am with Chris Archer in Group B. I was obviously runner-up, and so that'll be another fun little matchup with Chris again. Always fun with him. We play against him over these years. All right, second player in Group C will be it'll be Henry Pratt. Henry Pratt, the runner-up to Michael Sherliff last year in Group A, will now be in Group C with Ian Rice. So right now at this moment, before we draw the last 3 names, Group A has Reed Reynolds and Julian Lamb. Group B has Chris Archer and myself. And Group C will have Ian and Henry. And now we're going to round it out with our last 3 draws. Last player in Group A with Reed and Julian will be Champ is yet to been picked out yet. It'll be Grant Brady in Group A. Of course, the wins leader from last season. Didn't score many points, but he was able to prevent a lot, and that's obviously due to a bunch of damn luck. So, Reed, Julian, and Grant are going to be Group A this year, and Reed and Grant are going to be playing each other again, like last season. Both were in Group B, and they're going to be going against each other, and then Julian Lamb will be the third competitor there. Now, me and Chris were in Group C last year. We're in Group B. Now, who's going to be the third to join us? It will be Jack Margolis, the person who finished bottom of Group A last year. Same thing with Julian. Didn't have that much luck in that department from last year. But that is going to complete Group B, and that can only mean that the champion himself, Michael Shirtliff, is drawn out last, and he is joining Ian Rice, Henry Pratt, and himself. That'll complete Group C. So that's the juiciest group of the bunch. Ian, Henry, and Michael in Group C. Obviously, Michael and Henry last year were in the same group together last year, and they're going to be now in Group C with the likes of Ian Rice. So very tough group, and that'll be coming up. To round it out, again, Reed, Julian, and Grant in Group A. Group B, Chris, myself, and Jack Margolis. Group C will have Ian Rice, Henry Pratt, and the champion, Michael Shirtliff. So that concludes the group draws. We have a great group in Group C, I gotta say, just from drawn out of the hat. That'll be fun to watch this upcoming year. Now, let's get to the draft order. All right, now it's time to determine the draft order, and by this, what we're going to do now is the first player picked out of the hat will be pick number 9. And of course, we're going to do the snake format again, so you all know what that means. The ninth pick in the first round gets the first pick in the next round as well. So we are now going to do that process just about now. So 9th pick in this upcoming draft. 9th pick in this upcoming draft will belong to Jack Margolis. Jack Margolis will have the 9th overall pick in this upcoming draft, and he will have the first pick in that next round as well. All right, pick number 8 will belong to Julian Lamb. Julian Lamb will have the 8th overall selection in the draft. Pick number 7 will belong to myself. I will have the 7th pick in the draft this season. I think I had that same number. I'm not too sure. I think I had that same number last year with the draft. Now I was 6. That's what I was. I was 6th in that draft. All right. Pick number 6 will belong to Pick 6 will belong to Henry Pratt. Henry Pratt will have the 6th overall pick in this year's draft. Pick number 5 will belong to Chris Archer. Chris Archer will get the 5th overall pick. Now we move on to the top 4. This is where things get interesting. Fourth overall pick will belong to the champion himself, Michael Shirtliff. Shirtliff will get the 4th overall selection. Now we move to the final 3. Third overall pick will belong to Reed Reynolds. Reed Reynolds will get the 3rd overall selection. And now that means Ian Rice, who had the first pick last year, could get the 1st overall pick again this year. So, as you can see, we have 2 names in the hat. One will either be, process of elimination. One's going to either be Grant Brady. It's going to be either Grant Brady or Ian Rice. Who will it be? Second pick will belong to Ian Rice, and that will mean that the number 1 overall pick in this year's Powerball Fantasy Draft is going to belong to none other than Grant Brady. So that concludes our draft order this year. Just to recap, 9th will be Jack Margolis. 8th will be Julian Lamb. Actually, I'll go from top to bottom. First pick will be Grant Brady. Second pick will be Ian Rice. Third pick will be Reed Reynolds. Ugh. Fourth pick will be Michael Shirtliff. Fifth pick, Chris Archer. Sixth pick, Henry Pratt. Seventh pick, myself. Eighth pick, Julian Lamb. And the 9th pick, Jack Margolis. So that is going to conclude everything. I hope you guys have a wonderful summer. Maybe I'll run into you guys someday. I would love to do some darties and shit. That'd be fucking fun. All right, so that's going to do it for now.